Well, Kenny, knowing you, I expect already that you put Wembley into the pending box.
Yeah, very much so. And we should be sort of proud of our achievements and in terms of getting through to the to the Wembley final. Like, many changes in that competition in terms of personnel, but then as last year, we went strong in the semi-final because you're one game from it, and that's been the way the team selection's gone both years, and then following on from that, we should be looking forward to what is our priority. We have a tough game at Fleetwood. Definitely, we've played them in the cup. We have the 2 league games to go against them, and as ever, they're one of the sides around us. And Fleetwood are having an excellent season themselves. So, as you say, the focus is straight away on that game.
Did you learn anything from your FA Cup meeting?
Yeah, I think at this stage of the season, every manager, every set of staff would know everything about the opposition. You'd have watched them enough times, and they'll be the same with us. And yes, of course, there'll be good knowledge of everyone. But in the end, it does all come down to your own team. I always believe that, and you can get a very, very accurate description and an assessment to give to your players on the opposition, and absolutely get that right. But unless you get your own team right, your own form, energy, organisation, confidence, balance, those things are really, really important in any game. So the analysis on the opposition here is, I wouldn't say it's minimal, but we make sure we get it in context, and it's our own preparation. So at this stage of the season, everybody will know exactly what's coming at you right the way through the division. Sometimes we have cup games coming up, and maybe an Arsenal or whatever, you might not have a good take, but for every manager, they'll watch their own division a lot. And anyway, we know how hard it is going to Fleetwood, and as I said, they have much to play for themselves. So we have to be ready. And travelling up on Friday, we will be.
Did you take a bit of a gamble going to Strong the other night in that case?
To a degree, but as I said, last season it was the same. We changed it in every round, as we've done this year, and then in the semi-final tried to get some consistency with the selection, and for different stages of the game. I thought the other night we did play well. Second half we were on top, but it looked like it just wasn't going to be our night, and we couldn't get the breakthrough early in the second half when we did have a lot of chances, good situations, good play, a lot of pressure, and we couldn't get that breakthrough. And obviously then when they get the first and then get the second, you do wonder whether it's going to be a frustrating one. But ultimately we found a way, we persevered. It's great to see the side keep going and get late goals, but also, as well as perseverance, as well as character, which people talk to in those situations, you do need the quality. You can have all the perseverance, you can have all the attitude that you want, but then ultimately to get goals, you need the quality. You're looking at the winning goal where Ronan's gone outside, and many people talk about how good he is going inside, but he's gone outside, stood it up on his left foot, and John's headed it down back across. And it was an excellent goal. Even then, the composure from Tom Naylor to find Ronan and put him away down the left-hand side. So there's bits of quality there that weren't quite there earlier in the half. Although we did keep going. But it's a pleasing win, one that we should really be happy about in terms of what we've done, but it certainly won't affect Saturday's game one way or another, and we know that. And for the players, they know whatever they get out of Saturday's game, they'll have to earn it.
Of course, there's always a price to winning, and that makes your fixture list that little more congested now.
Yeah, it does, but I mean, we work very closely, our sports science team, on number of games and number of games played. At the moment, Christian Burgess is the highest with 37 starts, and there's probably 4 really. Christian at 37 anyway. Ronan Curtis has 34 starts so far. Ben Close 35. They're the guys that we're watching the most. John Marquis, Sean Raggett are just creeping up to 30. So we do watch, and sort of we could estimate now, if you're looking at the games, if Christian and Tom Naylor, maybe 36, so those guys are all on or around that mid 30 mark, and looking they might just creep into 50 or there or thereabouts, which I don't think is too bad, to be honest with you. So in terms of starts, appearances for the season, they're okay, and again, looking at Ronan in the week, he hadn't made any appearances in that competition until the semi-final, but Our players are preparing well. They don't look tired in terms of a fixture congestion. We do give them then the feedback on their numbers that they hit, they're running, but also games played is a big part of it, and ours are well in control, I think. And for our, let's say, any fixture congestion, it really shouldn't be a problem for our players to be able to handle what's ahead. They really, as well, should be excited by it, and it's a great stage of the season. It's a big challenge. We'll have to really be at our best to achieve what we want, and there is a priority in terms of the competitions, but it's an exciting period and one we should look forward to.
Ellis Harrison came off with a suspected dead leg. Any more news on him?
Yeah, I think he'll be okay for Saturday. I don't think it'll be a problem. We'll be taking him to Fleetwood tomorrow, and I'll be very surprised if he's not fit for the weekend.
So again, is it likely to be the same team? Changes again?
I don't know yet, to be honest with you. We've got good changes though if we do need to make them. If I think that either tactically it needs changing, or just I view people over the last 48 hours and I think their energy levels are low and they can do with a rest. I think we have good players outside of it that are pushing, and so in terms of the group, the two, let's say, grey areas injury wise have been Ellis with obviously him coming off, but it's just a knock really. It's not a muscle injury, and I think he'll be okay. And Andy Cannons, they're the two that I'm assessing during the course of the week. And right now that there may be a slight grey area, but I do expect them both to be okay. So in terms of team selection, it'll be from the same 20 lads that have been working hard to achieve good results so far.
And you look at the impending away games coming up, the likes of Ipswich, Oxford, Peterborough. Not going to be easy, is it?
No, they're hard games, very hard games. But there's almost a third of the season to go. So with ourselves with 14 other people, I think Ipswich have 12, that type of thing. So you still will have most sides to play. That's it. And we have. We have some difficult games, but then there are no easy ones. Sometimes the bigger games are the better ones.